everyone, it's Miss Dragonfly back again, and this is my review of episode 14 of Married at First Sight season 4. Now, in this episode, the brides travel to the grooms' home for the return home stay. And in this episode, Simon gets a taste of living in the city and the city life, and also living in close quarters with his potential in-laws. Eleni lives in a granny flat behind her sister's home, which is just 6 steps away. This means his love for Eleni will really be tested, as naturally his in-laws will pop in regularly, and also will test his love for his in-laws as well, or potential future in-laws. Eleni takes Simon to meet her friends, including his biggest critic, Amanda. Remember her from their wedding? She was the big doubter then. Now here he really came into his own. Got to give him credit for. Amanda kept pressing on him about his relationship with Eleni and questioning where they're at and so forth. And he finally opened up about himself, and they seemed to accept him, which was good to see. Now, even though they are officially friends, as per what Susan said last episode at the commitment ceremony, they are still acting like a couple in love, as Sean has followed Susan back home to Perth. She has invited her mum and close friends around to ask for their advice, namely what should she do and what do they think about Sean. Now, I'm not sure if there can be any different advice than if you love him to live your life for him, then do it. If not, then forget him. I mean, what more can they say? That's her only 2 options. Now, we get to see the differences where Nadia takes Anthony home to Brisbane. He has concerns that she is still living with flatmates while he lives alone, and says that because he lives alone, he is ready in life. And her still living with flatmates indicates that she isn't, or isn't all sorted, so to speak, or what he really implies and means. Nadia then takes him around to her many varied jobs. She has more than one, and we're going to have a look at them. Well, besides her being a flight attendant, she also does lifeguarding as well. And then she's showing him around the pool and where she does lifeguarding. And on top of that, she is also a model for a store. And she takes him there to wait while she tries dresses on, new season's dresses and so forth. And she gets her photos taken. And I could see him there sitting there feeling agitated at the things that she does. He is ambitious by nature and is career focused, and he would think that Nadia is lacking some of that and isn't serious about getting ahead in life. Now, it's always best for partners to have around the same ambition levels, for when you have 2 people with different levels, inevitably the one with the higher drive will get frustrated and be angry with the one with the lower drive. It's just inevitable and natural, as we can see it's playing out with Anthony and Nadia. Now the twins take their husbands home. They have lunch with the twins' mum. Well, the husbands have lunch with the twins' mum, and even she can see that Sharon and Nick's relationship is going well, but senses that Michelle and Jesse's isn't good. Michelle, seeing that his sister is doing so much better than hers, or that she is, she cries to her mother about her situation, saying that it's easy for Sharon but not for her. And I would think that sibling rivalry has always been there on one level or another, and no doubt mum has had to resolve a lot of situations during their childhood. And apparently, Mum was not enough. And Michelle even asked her close friend Jason for advice. I'm not sure how much help you can get when, after more than a month, our partner is just not doing it for you. I mean, we'll have to wonder if she's going to rehash the same excuse next time at the commitment ceremony, saying it's early days yet. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to provide some comic relief, but when Michelle arranged for a spray tanning session for Jesse, it was really funny. We see more of him than we ever had, literally. He wears a G-string, and we get to see his bikini tan line. And they both end up looking rather orange to me. I mean, both he and Michelle had the spray tanning done. And being orange, they remind me a bit of Oompa Loompas, if you remember from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, Sharon's outing with Nick was far tamer. She just blindfolded him and then brought him to where they had previously got married, which was a little sentimental and held some sentimental value to them, obviously. Now, Andy goes to meet Vanessa's family. They fire questions at him to see how much he knows about Vanessa, and he did pretty well. And he had opened some more up and felt quite relaxed with her family. So, yeah, he was doing pretty well there with her family. As you know, Andy is an introvert by nature, and there is a saying that you need to accept people for who they are. And he has tried very hard to come out of his shell more, but it seemed that was still not enough for Vanessa, and she kept pushing him for more and more so that he just snapped. And I can't blame him for that. Now, realizing that she had hurt his feelings, she cried. And she admitted that it is a terrible thing to say to someone that you are not good enough, and that she should have said it in a different way and more tactile way. Well, they were making progress, so we will see if they can recover from this or stall or even go backwards. So we'll see in the next commitment ceremony what happens. Now on to Andrew and Cheryl. He travels to her home and prepares to meet her dad, the ominous Hamish. Now, things have been rocky between the two, and I don't think that Andrew has had a great time since re-entering the competition with Cheryl. And frankly, I wouldn't have done it if I was him. Now, we go to the scenes of meeting her dad, Hamish, and it went terribly. I guess that he had just decided that he didn't like Andrew, so picked on Andrew for everything. This included the way he dressed. It was in a t-shirt and shorts, and you can see that it's not much different from the way Hamish dressed. But he insisted that it was Andrew that was trying to make the good impression, so he should have been trying. So then Andrew goes out to his car to change into something that would be more acceptable, and he changes right in the driveway, as you can see there. And the episode ends there. And I can't imagine this abuse from Hamish is going to continue into the next episode, as we're not quite done with this scene or this situation. So expect more drama in next episode. And that's all for this review. Let me know what you think by leaving your comments below. If you've enjoyed the episode, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to be alerted to when my next video is up. So until then, bye for now.